Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Morphin Metacast. Me and Prime are back. About to get into some Ultraman goodness, given the good lord of Supro. So, how's it going, sir?
Guten Tag, mein Dude, and Konnichiwa, mein Fräuleins. What it is, what it do.
How's life? How's life treating you? Is everything going
Uh,
goods?
bro, I can't complain. Same old, same old. I'm just, chilling.
Yeah, same here. Life. So before we get into the proceedings of Return of Ultraman, as we talk about our man Ultraman Jack, we got some news here. Off the top, 2 weeks from now, Rangers Stop and Pop Atlanta is happening, and shout out to Karen Ashley and them for putting on this convention. I went to it a couple of years ago. It's a fun little convention to go to. Seeing a lot of the cast members and stuff. I know when I went, the Beast Morphers cast was there, and I got their autographs and stuff. Great people. Walter Jones was there, obviously, and some of the other people, some of the other Rangers there. It was fun, very fun. This year they're doing a memorial for JDF. Um, if you can, I think you can send an email to rangerstopguestrelations@gmail.com if you want to send them a picture of, I guess, pictures that you might have taken with JDF at conventions. That's going to be used as part of the little memorial service. If you want to, send that to them and stuff. So great time, great stuff that they're doing that for JDF. Feels surreal that he's dead still.
I mean, I still can't believe it, man. Like I said on the stream we did, I was like, I just always knew like he's gonna always be at cons. He's gonna always be there.
Yeah. It's just like, man, like, and the thing of it is, it's just like it just happened like late last year. That's the crazy part. Like it feels like it's been
Right,
a long time, but it's like, man, it was only like 6, 7, 8 months ago that this
right,
happened. It's
right.
just
And knock on wood, if everything goes according to plan, I'm going to try to make this one.
okay. Hey, let me
Knock,
know. Let me know.
knock, knock on fucking wood. I gotta see what the work schedule and all this shit look like, but nothing else comes up. I think I'm clear to go.
All right. Cool. So with that in mind, speaking of which, I have to bring this up. It's related. Prime, they're actually gonna go through with the Mobile Suit Gundam movie on Netflix.
Could they not? Could we not?
They got my man from Dune as the lead guy. They didn't
Chalamet?
outright sit, yeah, they didn't outright say he's Amuro. They called him Kit, but
Oh, I mean,
I guess. I mean, writer strike. God bless. I hope it delays it even more.
I hope it gets canceled.
Look, they're giving us One Piece Prime. They're already threatening us at this stage.
So they already threatened us with Yu Hakusho too, man. Like, damn, what elder entity did I piss off to bring all this shit into fruition?
They beat
Whatever
us
I
over the
did, I'm
head with
sorry.
Death Note. They kicked us in the nuts with Cowboy Bebop. Now we get this.
You get One Piece, they get was it the 3-piece combo? One Piece, Yu Hakusho, and Gundam. Like, goddamn, what did I do? Please tell me so I can apologize properly. I'm so sorry.
Shinju Ranger is why this is happening. Prime. All right.
God damn you, sir.
Come on, Prime. You know how us as fans, Toku fans, we will crack jokes about that 2017 movie. And look, I enjoy that movie, but no, I'm all for the jokes. When somebody said Shinju Ranger, I was in tears.
Crying.
Because I would have never thought to say Shinju Ranger. And I was like, fuck, how did I not
I
think of that
mean,
joke? How did I not think of that joke?
I mean, technically, you're not wrong.
You're
I mean,
not.
but still,
Minus the fun.
I mean, minus the creativity, fun.
Yeah,
You know
there's
what?
that. There's that.
And you know what? You know what, man? Can we, as a culture, please? Can we move past this movie? Like, it's gotten so bad now where I'm seeing a
5 times
post
out
like,
of the year, Prime, I count it every year. It's at least 5 times at
bro,
minimum that movie gets
it's
brought up. And I'm
worse
like,
than that.
bro.
It's worse than that now, bro. It feels like it's like once or twice every week. I'm like, dog, y'all, let it go. Let it go. Those cast members are moving on.
they moved on to better strides. I mean, one of them is on Stranger Things, RJ Silers, and all these fucking great ass movies as like the
Like,
best. Like they've all moved on to good to greener pastures. I
let
think
it go.
we're fine. We're
We're
fine,
fine.
guys. We're fine.
And you know what? That the movie has to blame for its failure itself. So let's not even like
It's like it's
look.
done.
Just it's over. Let it go. It was a shame to be a Power Rangers movie, and look where that got it. Failure. So
Oh man. You know what? I might as well get you frustrated, Brian, because I was frustrated at this too. You know, Lightning Collection, the Alien Ranger figures dropped. A lot of positive reviews from folks that got them, which I'm happy about,
wonderful.
which I'm
Great.
probably the reason why I would definitely get them. I saw a lot of people saying, "Yo, the Alien Ranger figures are perfect," and I'm like, "Wow,
Yep.
finally!"
They'll be my last few Lightning Collection figures, and Hasbro can kiss my ass. I'm out.
I mean, Hasbro is already fucking up. Okay, folks, Hasbro put out the No Way Home 3-pack with the Spider-Man figures, no
I saw
faces.
that shit.
No
I
faces.
saw that.
You couldn't even
shit.
give us the faces of the like. Come on, man. If you're going
For what you charging?
if you're gonna
For
bend
what
me
you
over,
charging.
at least give me something like in return here. Like, come
I'm
on.
gonna say, Dad, can we get some? If you're gonna beat me over, can I get the foreplay? Maybe some lube?
Thank you.
Like, come
Take
on,
something.
man.
It's like, come on,
Meet
man.
me halfway, my guy. God damn.
It's like Hasbro. You know we will buy your rape things even when you're raping us. I'm trying not to make rape jokes, but like it's like, come on, like give us something in return here, like equivalent exchange here. You know, we'll grit and grind and hem and haw.
But CJ, we want all of your money, not just some of. We want all the money.
They even
With
fucked up the
minimum
Indiana Jones
effort.
shit. They fucked up the Indiana
Bro,
Jones shit. I was like, bro, come on, man.
I feel like that SH figure art Indiana Jones, that's Bandai dick swinging. I feel like that was straight them smacking him in the face, just put on the table going, oh, that's cute. How about this?
We know Bandai, even though our gripes with Bandai is more like, hey, Bandai, you're getting greedy with P Bandai, but we'll allow it because the shit's fire. So
it's not Hash Lab. I give him that. I tell you that right now. It ain't Hash Lab. So
you know what? Okay, folks, just to give people a picture of this, the Prime will agree with me on this. If you buy Gunpla, you be feeling some way. Like they're doing the what was the name of the suit in War in the Pocket, the blue suit that had the shotgun and shit?
The Kemper.
They're coming out with an all black Kemper, right? And I'm thinking it's new parts, right? Apparently, it's no new parts. It's just black paint. And a lot of us
did that shit. They did that shit for the Age 2 because they came out with the Age 2 normal when it's the all white, the Wolf custom version.
Yeah.
It's the same as the regular kit. It just came out all white.
Dude,
Premium Bandai.
All of us be folding our arms like, I fucking hate you, Bandai, but that shit is fire. It's fire. It's like, fuck. You know, but that's the most you get out of us on P Bandai. Hasbro, it's like, come on, dog. Like, you can't even meet us in the middle at least. Like, come on. Like, what are you doing?
Like, I say this a lot, but that's my whole thing. This is why I would never back a Hash Lab project because Bandai's like, we're making this. Do you want one? Hasbro is like, we want to make this. Give us your money. Nah, Playboy, that's not how that works.
At least P Bandai, it's like, once it's gone until they make the decision to bring it back. So it's like, all right, you're fucking with me, but at least I know I can get it on P Bandai until it's sold out. Fine.
Or second, third, or fourth run, because that's how I got what did I get? Anyway, I get a lot of shit when they do like re-up.
I do too. I ain't gonna lie. I got some of their DBZ figure arts. That's how I got Great Saiyaman and the Piccolo shit from the new movie.
Right. So like, I just get my Beast Gohan pre-ordered and Orange Piccolo. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, hey, cool, but it's just like
but that metal cooler can kiss my ass. I will not. I will not.
Prime, I was this close. I was tempted. I was really like,
CJ, I'm not gonna lie.
Do I want it? I'm
not gonna lie. I was pre-ordering the Cyclone and the Magnum Boost Geek set, and I was looking at it. It was in my cart. I was like, I was looking at it real hard, like I couldn't justify it. And you know what broke me was when you scroll down the page, because I'm gonna assume everyone's seen the Return to Cooler movie. I'm just gonna assume.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
so you know that scene when like they all lined up where he has all the multiple bodies on the top of that fucking ridge.
Yeah.
On the product page, they have like a half recreation of that shot, and I'm like, Bandai, are you implying that you want me to buy multiples of this.
Am I making money, sir?
There's $150 figure. You want me to buy multiple? You want this to be an army builder, Bandai?
Look,
Are you fucking
Prime? If I struck the Mega Millions, they might get me on that.
I don't know, man. I got to be real euphoric that day, and it's got to be in between mansions before they fuck with me like that.
Hey, Prime, what'd you do with your Mega Millions? Bought a lot of metal coolers. I tell you what.
This YouTube recreation video I'm doing is gonna be fire.
I might make my money back on that shit. It's crazy.
You never know. Stop motion is the future, baby.
But I brought up the Lightning Collection and the fact that apparently, and I think we predict. Look, we are Negrodamus when it comes to this shit. With this, we are getting Omega Ranger Lightning Collections because somebody on eBay was selling the prototype Lightning Collection figure of the Omega Rangers.
Yeah, we called that shit, and I'm gonna say this real nicely. You can keep that shit.
Yeah, you really can. I was like, oh, so you ain't trying to hide anymore. Omega Rangers, gotcha.
Yeah, gotcha. I'm good. Oh, I'm super good. I'm keeping my coin.
Yeah, I keep my coin. Like, look, I like the concept of Omega Rangers, but not enough to buy it. I'm good. But yeah, gotta make a comment here. Appreciate it. Appreciate the shout out from Saudi Arabia. It's great. Gotta get those fans. So you have that happening. I need to watch the last season of Ultraman on Netflix, but
it is great.
I figured it was. I'm kind of curious on the ending because I showed people the stacks of the Ultraman manga that I had, and somebody was saying it definitely, since the manga is still ongoing, the anime obviously is going to have its own original ending. So I'm like, all right. But they have the SH figure arts that they showed at the Bandai event from New York a couple of weeks ago.
Like, they did not give a fuck. They were spoiling that shit like the day after it dropped.
Yeah.
That shit had a whole trail. I was like, damn, really? Really, bro?
I've been buying the figurize of the Netflix Ultraman figures and stuff. And I've been hoping that they have the Taro and Jack ones and stuff, but these figures look pretty nice. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I got the man and the Ultra 7, and I got the Bellumere. Bellumere.
Bellumere.
Thank you. Can't talk today. I got them. They are quite nice. Quite
yeah,
nice.
They're definitely nice. And on top of that, we have this one here, Ultraman Decker.
I have that. He's dope.
Oh, he is dope. What's the price on the Ultraman Decker?
Oh, when I got it from Hobby Link, it was like 35, 36.
Why did I think it was going to be 50?
Well, you're probably thinking about the Dyna that's like 65.
Okay. Figured as much.
Well, 65 when it came out new. Second market's gonna, get you in the backside.
Look, secondhand market on any P Bandai or anything special basically bends you over. So, it's up to you if you want to buy into it or not. Unfortunately, sometimes. It's really on your desperation. That's really what the secondhand market does to you. It's like if you're really desperate, like you gotta have it. It's like you're gonna be paying out the ass on that. So, we also got SH figure arts of from the King Oger. Is it King Oger?
Yes, the Red Ranger. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we got him. Looking nice.
Sentai figure arts are back, baby.
Oh yes, we are back. It's how many years has it been since the last one? It's been about what, 5 years?
No, because we just got Zenkaiger.
Well, before Zenkaiger, wasn't it like a huge gap?
I guess it was a long gap.
4 or 5 years, maybe.
Yeah, but we back in stride, baby.
Yeah. This shit looks fucking dope as hell. Like the detail and all that, it's like perfection.
I cannot wait. Have you been watching King Oger?
I'm actually gonna watch it after we record tonight because I actually stocked up some episodes. So I'm taking the page from you and the guys on this one because I used to just do it weekly, and I was like, maybe I just need to do what Prime do and just stack up some episodes and then watch it.
That's funny. That's funny because now I'm watching all this shit weekly.
So now you're depriving yourself every week. Like, can't wait till next Sunday. Let's go.
Yep. Gotta hold off. Gotta be strong.
Hey, you doing what I was doing with Gokaiger. I was watching that shit weekly. It was like Sunday morning. All right, time to watch some Gokaiger, So
Right. I'm first thing in the morning. I'm waking up looking for where's it at? Where's the episode? Where it at? Where it at?
yeah. So on the super special side, Kamen Rider Tycoon and Kamen Rider Shinobi are getting a special.
Yes. When it looks like it'll have
And
all the ninja Kamen Riders as well.
bruh. How have we not, outside of Shinobi, how have we not gotten a fucking Ninja Kamen Rider show? I don't understand that. Like, wouldn't that have been like the logical thing to happen already?
I guess it makes too much sense.
Because when they had Shinobi and Zio, I thought we were gonna actually get a full blown like show, and I was like, oh, he was just a character.
Oh, just a one off. Yeah. I mean, well, he's coming back, so my copium is strong because I was holding that hope for the longest.
You definitely were. I think it was you and Ginga. Y'all two were like holding out hope, like we're gonna get it, guys. And I was like, I don't know, Prime. I don't think we're gonna get that, man.
He's gonna come back. I know he will. I feel it. And I was right. I win. I always win.
Yeah, hey, you went out. You proved everybody wrong, Prime. You proved them wrong.
Hope eternal. To my guy in the chat, good luck. What's your study technique? What are you doing?
Might be able to pass. Depends on what it is, man. I mean, look, look, I am fortunate enough when I was going through college that you could like have notes, like a page of notes for tests, which I thought was great. But if you had to do it by, memorization, you kind of like, I hate memorizing stuff. That was my thing. I hated it.
Be sure to get a good night's sleep, man. Don't stay up listening to us all night. You can listen to us in the morning. Listen to us before you go to class.
Definitely. Don't want to defer you from that.
Be sure to get a nice good breakfast, full stomach, tackle it. Feed the body, feed the brain.
Coffee,
and for a review, just do a little quick quiz of yourself. Like try to write down what you can remember from memory. Then check your notes and what you didn't remember, what you didn't write from your notes, then that's what you need to study before you go into the test.
You know what, Prime? I forget that you actually work at a school, so you're like more in the know, way more than me, who has been out of school since 2013 and never looked back.
I mean, it's all good. It's kind of my day job. So I wish you success, young viewer.
Folks, if you hear the stories that Prime be saying in the chat on Twitter, I'd be fucking dying because it's always something that happens at that school.
I mean, look, I don't want, you know what, man.
I know, but the stories that you be telling, it's hilarious. I'm like, this is funny. I love to be a fly on the wall to just see Prime's reaction to these happenings.
And I think I'm desensitized to it now because like some shit happened the other day, and we had a new worker. They came in and went, so how did you handle it like that? And I was like, handle it like what? She's like, but he had it. And I'm like, yeah, but like, like, what am I gonna do?
I mean, it's kind of, you know what it is? It's kind of like teachers. You know how like you get that one teacher that's been there for so long, they've seen everything, so nothing phases them anymore. It's like, yeah, whatever.
I mean, basically.
That's another student punched somebody else. All right, whatever.
I mean, for you, it's the craziest day of your work day. For me, it's a Tuesday. I mean, I don't know.
Exactly. That's all. Oh man. Did you see that Shin Japan Heroes video?
Have I?
Prime, they're giving us toys of this.
Yes. I'm debating if I want to pre-order it, actually.
Look. If you would have told me they were going to make toys that's combining all these Shin projects into a Megazord, I would have been like, get the fuck out of here. But they're doing it.
Ultraman didn't skip leg day that day, I see.
Did not. I didn't know it was possible to Frankenstein this, but they did it. It somehow looks pretty interesting.
Bro, the AT field shield is sending me.
I thought it was the AT field chest. It's the shield.
I didn't notice the chest. God damn it. No, I thought, oh my god, it's an AT field chest. I was focused on the damn shield. Damn
with
it,
the
man.
with the Godzilla head poking out, bro.
Come on.
I'm
Fucking
buying it.
Cabin Rider chariot.
I might have to
Man,
buy it. I might have to
I
buy
might
it.
have to. I might
I
have to,
might have
dog.
to.
I might have to, dog. I
The
can't.
girlfriend is gonna have to understand this. She's
For the
on that
culture.
line of like, she doesn't understand this, but she's fine with it. So she's gonna be looking at me like, "You really bought this, Chris?" Like, it's like you don't understand. It's a token
for the
thing.
culture. It's for the
Yeah,
culture.
exactly. For the culture. It's like, what? How is this black culture? I don't know, but it's for the culture.
It's for the culture.
I ain't gonna lie, you right. The AT field shit is sending me like, bro.
Come on, bro. Come on. What are we doing here? Come on. Did you see the fucking trailer? Like, I want to know who directed that shit, because that shit had me rolling, bro.
Oh man, it is like the best, like ridiculous shit ever. And it's like, yo, you have to be a fan of this shit to really appreciate this.
Hold up. Who was that Toy Store dude on Twitter that was like, when he saw the toy reveal, he was like, oh, so the project is Shin Go Ranger? Like, this what y'all doing?
Look, so folks, me and Prime are gonna do a review of Shin Kamen Rider, but like I remember coming out of that movie, like, so I don't know, we're gonna get Shin Go Ranger or nah? Like, what's happening with that? Like, is it possible we might get that?
I know what, I don't know. I mean, I
don't know. we don't know what Arnold's going through Arnold's head here. He's a madman.
I mean, I wish I did know, but we'll talk about that.
We don't.
We'll talk about that.
We just let Arnold do what Arnold does. That's what we do. Speaking of which, the Kamen Rider Fives is getting a special, and this new suit looks fire as hell.
Yeah, I can't wait for the toy.
I mean, it's you know, I think it's interesting too that the suit is updated to account for the fact that he no longer has a flip phone now, since we're in the Android phone era now instead of the flip phones like Foz was when it came out, which
right
perfectly encapsulates the suit design and everything. So I thought that was great.
Now, I was joking with some friends of mine the other day about this, and I said, like, it's great they're doing another ending for Foz, but I'm like, at this point, how many endings has he had?
So you have the original show ending that kind of was very open-ended a bit, because it left it off with, I think at some point we probably will definitely do a show on Foz, but like it was very open-ended to where they might continue it with a punctuation at some point. And then you had the because this is Strange Paradise, so was it Lost Paradise was the other movie?
Paradise Lost or Lost
Paradise. Paradise Lost was the alternate universe ending for the series. And what was the other one?
All right, then there was one they presented in GO. Was it? Yeah, GO is the ending of what happened at the end for Foz. Yeah. And then there was that Kamen Rider 4 special that had the end of Takemi's story. And then we have this one. So you just had to have 5 endings? Is that's the joke? Is that?
I mean, it's not as much as Kamen Rider Zio and Ryuki had, because holy shit, those shows have a ton of.
Ryuki counts because you can say that each one is a cycle of the damn Rider War. So I'm fine with that. I'm okay with.
You know what? You're right. I think we did touch on that a little bit, on how it is kind of like just different cycles, and it's a choose your ending that you think is the ending for you, that you enjoy, kind of thing.
Right. So I'm fine with that. And Gio, yeah, his shenanigans can shenanigan. I don't, it's all good. I mean, it's a time travel, dog. Whatever.
You know how time travel is, Prime. It's a very murky scenario, because even Kabuto had like multiple endings and different timelines of endings and stuff, and I'm like, yeah. So hey, we'll see. Because this is like what, 20 years later, so they brought back obviously the lead character, and some of the supporting characters are back. So all right.
Now my question is, like, how they can't do Kaiser because he's dead as hell. Like,
bruh, hella dead in the ground.
I mean, super dead and dusty. Like I don't know, man.
Hey, maybe he might get revived through shenanigans, I guess. I don't know. Or he's a clone or some shit.
I mean, sure. It's smart brain.
They'll figure it out.
Don't ask questions. Just open your eyes to the next follies.
Oh my god, man. Yeah. Mm. So I gotta ask you this. So obviously, for those that watch the live stream, we talked about like, once and always 30th anniversary. Do you see, any more 30th anniversary announcements coming this year
This
besides
year,
just this? Because I'm hearing rumors that we're gonna finally get some announcements on the Lightning Collection, Power Axe, and Power Bow, but that's not
oh, you're
like
talking about
100% confirmed.
you're talking about merchandise. Well, I mean, sure. I mean, I really
Yeah,
don't have.
hey, I'm always curious on your insight of what you might think we might be getting and stuff. Because like I said, other than the Power X and Power Bow stuff, that's like the only thing that like I heard rumblings of, but that's about it.
Yeah, I'm kind of my ears off the ground with a lot of the Hasbro stuff because I'm kind of
Yeah.
just over them as a company. You know what I mean?
I think everybody is. I mean, people like me, I'm like 1 foot out the door, 1 foot in at this point, just to kind of just see what happens and stuff. I'm not really
That's
a big
fair.
fan of I'm not a big fan of the remaster shit. Sorry. Because that's like it feels like such a hella cash grab to me.
It's such a fucking peak Bandai move. Like they just and I knew we were in for some bullshit when they announced those fucking those new body bucks. I was like, they are not gonna make any
Bruh.
money.
But I saw that, I was like,
I was
oh
like,
man.
they are not gonna just let that be for some fucking color swap 2-pack. There is no way in hell. No way in hell.
But it is.
Like, how many times have they released the fucking they make one secret mode for a transformer thing and they milk the shit out of all that, like every fucking color, every fucking variation. I fucking lost my shit. What was it? I think it was either classics or was it generations?
Mhm,
The Starscream mode for that.
mhm.
They did so many and that's just Starscream. Never mind the fact that that body mode shares like a bunch of different characters among it, but
Mhm,
just Starscream by itself, they did like, okay, this is the toy line version of it. Okay, well,
mhm.
this is the cartoon colored version of it. Okay, here's the comic book colored version of it. Okay, here's the Starscream's version ghost of it. Okay, here's the transmit. Bro, what are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing? Why? Just why?
Because it's funny. I meant to mention this earlier. Um, the Invisible Phantom Ranger Lightning Collection figure went live a couple hours ago,
Don't buy that
exclusively
shit.
from Walgreens.
Don't buy that shit. Let this shit rock. Let it rock.
Hey, send a message to Hasbro. You don't need that. You don't need it.
Your shelf will be fine. Matter of fact, you might need the space for that King Onger SH figure art. How about that?
Exactly. See,
How about that?
Farm. You're thinking ahead. You're thinking ahead. All right. You're thinking ahead. Look, I am gonna buy the SPD yellow just so I can finish out the SPD crew,
Yeah,
provided they actually do Cat Manx.
right. Like I'm not making no secret. Like I'm gonna buy the Alien Ranger set. I'm gonna finish Dino Thunder, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
finish
because
Beast
Tommy dropped
Morphers.
too. Yeah, Tommy
Yeah,
just dropped too. Yeah.
I'm gonna finish Beast Morphers possibly. But after that, man, if it's not on clearance, like deep clearance, I don't give a fuck. Like I don't care. Like the only thing that could probably pull me back or get me to buy one brand new would be a Mystic Mother. I'm not Mystic Mother.
Mm.
White Mystic Ranger,
Mhm,
and a
mhm.
Korag, and maybe a Robo Knight will get me back. Maybe.
I did get Mesagog. I did get that one. That one's coming to me actually soon.
Let me know how that is.
All right. You know what? I rolled my eyes at the fucking Cobra Kai shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like I was like, really,
Dude,
really, like,
I joked. I said I said Hasbro is treating Power Rangers like Playmates treats Ninja Turtles. I said that as a joke because Playmates don't give a fuck. They do not care at all.
they don't.
I said it as a joke. And they actually do the same like the day after I said that, they announced those damn Cobra Kai figures. I'm like, that's straight up that's literally some Playmate shit. Like Playmates just did that. Like I
You know
can't.
what? Did we ever say? Oh, damn! it just dawned on me. They're gonna come out with the 1995 MMPR movie figures as Lightning Collection figures now.
They would have to,
That
right? They would have to.
fuck, that's gonna be a thing. I don't know why I didn't think about that. I was like, oh, they really are gonna probably do the movie 95 movie Lightning Collection figures.
You know what? I would be shocked.
Fuck,
I would be shocked if they didn't do that, and if they didn't
especially
do
with
2017.
Avenues.
They have to do both movies. They have to do 95 and a 2017 movie. They have to.
You're right. You're right. Fuck.
Now the question is, how would they do that? So, Hasbro.
That's a good question.
What would Hasbro do? Like the back of my mind is going, it would probably, or they would make sense for Hasbro. Right. Would probably do like a 2-pack, like an evolution, like here's because they like to do shit like that.
Oh no.
Because they did a hell of that shit for the Transformer movies. Hell, they did that shit for the G.I. Joe movies on the 3-inch line. So
yeah. Forgot about that.
So maybe whenever they announce whatever fucking reboot they're doing, with whatever fucking those suits gonna suck, bro. I'm sorry. I don't have no hope. Whatever original shit they're gonna do is gonna look like dog shit. I'm sorry. I want to be wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
No problem.
I don't think we're gonna be wrong.
We you know, I think you're kind of batting 100 on being right on these things. So just saying, you know, it's high probability that you're very much right on these things, despite you wanting to be wrong.
We'll see though. I hope I am wrong though. No shade, no sarcasm, but I don't think I'm wrong though. I think this is gonna be dog shit.
You know, it is what it is and stuff. Try to think. Speaking of which, 1 month from now, Shin Ultraman is going to finally be released by Cleopatra Entertainment.
Get your pre-orders in because I got mine.
Oh, I got my pre-orders in immediately. So yeah, I can't wait.
Or not, you can just enjoy from your home theater, whichever you want to do.
Your ginormous 4K TV
with my red velvet chairs streaming live from Netflix.
Stop it.
My surround sound bar purchased fresh off eBay.
You mind if I rant real quick about streaming?
Go ahead, man. Let it go. Let it rip.
You know what? You know me. I'm all for convenience. I think streaming provides very much convenience. You know, I say this is somebody that when it came to Power Rangers, you know, as much as I wanted to get I bought all the box sets for it all the way up until, you know, they
said no.
They said no. You know, I was proponent of I want physical copies of, you know, Power Rangers because that's something that I treasure. It's my childhood. I want to have that. Same with Ultraman and all these things because this was something that we never got access to when I was a kid. Right. You know? So I see streaming where it's at right now, and we talked at length about how like Power Rangers got kicked off of fucking Netflix, and now it's slumming it on YouTube right now. And who knows the timetable and when they're going to take it off YouTube, you know. And it's just annoying me right now, like how it's like streaming isn't as reliable as we thought it could have been. You know, and I'm starting to get really jaded and hate streaming now.
And I mean, to be fair, it never was. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just one of those things like I didn't hate it. It's just I appreciate it, but it's like, fuck, man, I'm hating streaming now. And I really shouldn't.
Because look, we talk about this a lot, especially like in the group chat or whatever.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But you are right. Streaming is great for convenience because you can have access to it on the go when you're not at home. If you don't have your collection with you, you don't have to carry like your entire collection to share a show with somebody. That's fine.
Yeah.
But the problem with streaming is there are too many fucking variables. You got to rely on a stable or reliable internet connection. You have to rely on the streaming setup that you have. You have to rely on the content being in the library and staying on the library. Like, I don't like that uncertainty. Like I say, I when I buy movies that have digital copies, I always redeem the digital copy and I watch the digital copy when I shelve the physical version. But the thing is, I have the physical version as a file. Like that's never going off my shelf. Those streamings, those digital copies, that's all licensed. That like that's not going to be always be guaranteed to be there. For
Yeah.
example, right now, like the movie spree shit, all the digital Ultraman shit that we redeemed,
Oh yeah.
they took all the movie, they took all that app. It's all off the app store. You can only watch it on their website, and
Yeah.
it's only going to be up as long as their website is up. As a
Mhm.
matter of fact, my account when I finally got access to it, because I had got locked out of my account for some reason for a couple of weeks, I couldn't get into it, so I just
Yeah.
lost all my shit. When they finally let me back in, half of my content was missing, like shows that I
What?
had bought and paid for. Like, yeah, I was like, hey, where the fuck are my shows? Now, like, and then I had like duplicates of some series. And so I was like,
Damn.
oh, our bad. So they had to go in and like they rejig my account. Like, knock on wood, they gave me access, but like, for how long will I have access to that?
Mm-hmm.
But those
Yeah.
DVDs I bought, those are still on my shelf. They're there forever.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's merit to having physical copies, and it's like if there's something from my childhood that is giving me look. As much as I might not be like over the moon with Tattoo Teenage Alien Fighters, I take appreciation that I actually have a physical copy of it.
Because you can watch it whenever you want to watch it. Because
Yeah, I can show people like,
exactly.
yo, check out this show, and then pop it in, and it's like, yo,
Right.
look at this.
Exactly. Like, I'm kicking myself because I didn't get the Beetleborgs or VR Trooper DVD because I was waiting on Shaft Factor to do a complete series set. They never did. And now them shits are out of print. Can't
Or
I
too high as hell on eBay.
Exactly. And look, I'm not saying like, you know me, CJ, like I just said, like I do redeem digital. I do have a lot of streaming services. Like,
Mhm.
I feel like people go on extremes on both ends. Like, people go one side, throw away all your DVDs, like you don't have to buy physical media, whatever, you can toss it all out. Or people go, oh, you can don't use stream it at all. They're like, no, I feel like there's a happy medium. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
the ecosystem, they can both coexist.
Yeah.
But I think I put it in a group chat the other day. Like, I feel like we're not thinking about this in, like I say, an overall bigger picture.
Mhm.
And what got me, especially what got me, is when I realized, like, I always knew this, but I didn't start connecting the dots until the writer's strike. With physical media, the companies have to pay people royalties as if the show was
Yep.
airing in syndication. So then I started thinking about, like, oh shit, right around what, the 2000s, late 2000s, when they started doing that push of putting everything on streaming, trying to get us
Mhm.
to switch to that model. I
Mhm.
went, oh damn, this look conspiracy theory, like tinfoil hat. I feel like that shit was orchestrated. Like, they were trying to program us
Oh, of
into
course.
not going to get the physical because they didn't want to have to give people their fucking money.
I mean, come on, Brian. We were all unknowingly trained to binge watch shows until some of us was like,
Right.
hold on. Why am I binge watching this show? Let me go back and take my time watching this show. And
Right. Like, why am I ruining this show for myself? Because you know why? Because when they do like the nail scenes and all that shit for their licensors and their stockholders and shit, like, it
Mhm.
doesn't matter how many episodes you watch. What they're counting on, what they're banking on, are minutes watched.
Yep.
That's what they're using to calculate. So that's why
Mhm.
they drop all the shows at the same time, because they want that spike, because they want that huge amount of minutes watched at that one particular time versus like the organic growth of a show. Like, I was talking to who was I talking? Like, all those old shows that we used to watch growing up, like shit that were like the big cultural phenomenon, shit like Empire, shit like Lost, shit
Yeah.
like even way back in the day, like Dallas, like all those
Yeah.
most see TV shows,
Mhm.
those would not exist on the binge model because TV shows thrive and live off of word of mouth and
Syndication.
hype, anticipation. Exactly. That anticipation.
Patient. Like weekly.
Exactly.
That's why we
Exactly.
like some of these shows like The Boys. When it went weekly, I was happy. I was like, hey, I like the idea of I watched this episode, and it's like, man, I
Right.
can't wait till next week. And even I
That
mean,
what
hell,
that
even
term.
even the Mandalorian, you're every week you're like, oh shit, what's gonna happen next? Because it's that like you said, anticipation of like next week.
Right. Is
What's
that
gonna
that's what's
happen.
that term? What's the term? Water cooler talk. Like, that's a real thing. That is a real factor that we've lost, and it's costing the shows, the creators, and our viewing experience. They're all the casualty of that. It's all football, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, because even taking back to Power Rangers, even if I wasn't a fan of some of the Nickelodeon stuff, it being weekly did provide a layer of a conversation of what the show was gonna where's the show gonna go next after next week.
Now,
And
granted,
it
a
was
lot of
like,
the conversation was, what the fuck did we just watch?
that is true. You are
Granted.
100% right.
But
and it's like, when Beast and when Dino Fury went to Netflix and it kind of was in that binge model, I was kind of taking my time watching it. I didn't really binge the whole show outright. It was like, I take my time watching it. I don't have to
and
watch all of it in
and
one hit.
and what I noticed versus the Dino Fury discussion when it was airing weekly versus when it all dropped on Netflix, like there was a steady hype train for
Mhm.
Dino Fury on Twitter. Like motherfuckers was mad excited. Motherfuckers was like
Oh
talking,
yeah,
discussing, posting
fever
screenshots and
pitch.
memes. Right. For about 2 weeks. Yeah, I'll be generous. 2 weeks, about 2 weeks or so.
Mhm.
People talked about it, then nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing at all.
and that's what makes me worry for Cosmic Fury because I'm like, they're gonna throw all them episodes up, and then we're gonna be like, that was it, huh?
I mean, y'all gonna be like that.
Yeah,
I'm not watching that shit.
I am, for science. I'm watching it, just to give Prime feedback on what happened, give them the lowdown. I'm pretty sure it'll be screen caps on Twitter, and Prime
Right,
will
I'm pretty
probably be
sure it is.
laughing, laughing from the back, smiling like an evil,
Right.
petting his cats, laughing.
Oh, because you please believe, I am Petty LaBelle.
I know you are. That's what makes it funny. It's like, Prime's gonna be petty as shit today, baby. Let's go.
All right, I can't fucking wait. Like that fucking. Did you see that meme I posted? And that dude, that fucking snitch.
Try snitch. You know what? That is one of the things that I hate about Twitter in our access to celebs and just people, period, and how motherfuckers really just love to tag a celeb or person into a tweet. Like, bro, I didn't put this person in this tweet for you to bring them into this shit. What the fuck? Like, come on.
Right. Again, I'm on Twitter. I'm minding my own business. I don't say nobody's name. Matter of fact, I didn't even say anything. I just posted a picture. Minding my own goddamn business.
Letting all of us, we're all laughing at the joke, and then boom, I'm like, yo, this motherfucking dry snitch. Like, yo, come on, dog. Like
look at this fucking snitch. Like, are you fucking for real? Narc? We can't have fun. Fuck you, bro.
Upside Pookie is in the fetal position, angry that you posted that. So, hey, victory.
I mean, either way, I win. I make people laugh. I got the nigga angry. So look, I'm winning.
Hey, that made I ain't gonna lie, that shit made my warning. I was like, this motherfucking dry snitch. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. This nigga dry snitched. I'm like, come on, dog. Like, what are we doing here? Like,
I'm like, you bitch made. You not even fucking bitch made. Bitch made niggas don't do that shit.
Oh my god. So today we are going to talk about the Return of Ultraman. I know I kind of messed up a little bit on the promo picture of Return of Ultraman.
Right, so we're gonna just jump right into that.
Yeah, I might as well recognize that. That was my fault. That's what happens when you hit Google Return of Ultraman and you just go on the first picture and then totally forget that there was not a single fucking episode that had this fight. But I wasn't thinking in the moment. That was my fault.
And you know what? I take some culpability on that because, like, when you sent me that picture, I was out in the track,
fire emoji it up, and I was like, all right, cool. And then
I gave a thumbs up. I got home
2 hours later. Hold on. That ain't Return to Ultraman. And then when I looked at it, I was like, oh, fuck, it wasn't.
Right. I was like, dog, that's not Ultraman, Jack. That's Ultraman. Look, and my wife was like, babe, he sent that to you for clarification. She's like, you are only one of 5 people who could tell the difference on site.
Nobody else did. I was like, well, that's a good thing, I guess, sure. But no, I felt I had to rectify that, which is why I ended up re-putting another picture. I was like, you know what? For posterity, hey, let's do that because I don't need Ginga or anybody to be like, hey, these motherfuckers over here got
fake
shit
geek
wrong.
girls, fake geek girls,
fake geeks over here, fake ass nerds.
We would never live down the allegations, bro. We would never.
Fake ass Ultraman fans over here.
Look
like,
at these fake fucks. And you know what? What's so funny about that is because, like, okay, so behind the scenes of the show. So the show was initially pitched to be a direct sequel to the original show. And one of the concepts they came up with was it was going to be the original Ultraman returning to Earth. It's going to be set, I think it was 20 or 30 years after the original Ultraman. Yeah. And it's going to have Shin Hayata like kind of being a mentor to a new Ultraman. And so the Ultraman is going to be like the original OG Ultraman. Yeah. But TBS, the show and the network is going to air on sponsors, and I'm going to assume toy makers, they wanted a distinct or a different character for merchandising.
Yeah.
So based on feedback from the licensees, the design of Jack was modified to, and I quote, and I'm quoting this from a book. The design was made to avoid confusion between him and the original Ultraman.
Which, ironically enough, when you look at the suit, the difference between both of them is like with longer boots and like the gloves, and maybe a little bit on the design on the chest area.
The chest area, the original Ultraman kind of has like a U shape, and Ultraman and Jack kind of has like that circular.
Yeah, it's like a circular kind of like shape ish and stuff. So,
and so like, and that's kind of like the meme. Like, doesn't mean that people can't tell the difference between the two of them. Yeah. Which is so much funny because in my screen of the Shin Ultraman, you know, it was run by Fandom, and so they had all these quizzes and shit before the movie started.
Yeah.
And at the start of the movie, they had this. One of the questions was name who is the original Ultraman, and the choices they had up were the original Ultraman, Jack, Reboot, and Powered. And when I saw that shit, man, I gave the heartiest Betty laugh because I heard a lot of confused motherfuckers in the theater going, all those guys look the same.
It's like that the Office meme.
Right.
It's like, look the same to me. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm like, that's the same picture. I was like, wow. And it's so funny because like once you can see the difference, like you can tell the difference.
Look, all I'm saying is, folks, go out and buy Return of Ultraman on Blu-ray. Get that crisp HD. You'll definitely see the difference in crisp HD.
That shit looks amazing. On that Blu-ray, like I say.
Oh yes,
that's the perks. The perks of filming your shit on actual film when you convert it into a digital form. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
Dope. Look, you heard me. I saw praises on Ultra Q, and that was in black and white, and that shit
right. That shit looked crisp as fuck. This shit like it came out last week, goddamn it.
Bruh. So that shit look good. You look at Return of Ultraman on Blu-ray, you'll notice the difference. Like, oh, I see the difference now. All right, cool. Got you.
Right.
This show, they, like Prime mentioned, it was originally supposed to bring back the original Ultraman, and they kind of pivoted, which ended up with them retconning because Ultra 7 was supposed to be like the final Ultraman.
And set in its own universe. And what kicked it off was like, I think, Ultra Q, Ultraman, and Ultra 7, they were being rebroadcast in the 70s, and them numbers were doing gangbusters. Like,
they were like, I guess we got to bring back Ultraman. Damn.
I guess we like money. Oh, damn.
Thank you. Hey, capitalism is a motherfucker. And sometimes, hey, you're making money, you might as well keep the party going.
I mean, that's how it works. We want a thing. You make the thing. Give us thing. We give you money. That's how that works.
Yeah. So yeah, they came out with Return of Ultraman, and they switched it up, and Ultraman Jack ended up doing it. Ended up being the guy to be Ultraman, and he was basically a race car driver named Hideki Go, who in saving, was it, what the fuck did he say? What was it? No, one the dog.
He went to get a kid, then he went back to
get
it
was a kid.
No, I'm sorry. He went to get the kid, then the kid went back to get a dog, and so he had to go back and get them both.
And in doing that, Ultraman Jack ends up seeing that, and as per Ultraman, typical Ultraman, ends up in, going into the body of Hideki Go, and boom, Ultraman Jack is born.
So my thing is like, so do Ultraman just fly around the earth waiting for somebody to like heroically sacrifice themselves?
Prime, what if that person has AIDS? Does he just like dive inside of them and cure them, and then boom, they're Ultraman now?
I mean, I don't know how that works. So like, what if I was a paraplegic, or if I had how does this process work, bro?
You know how shitty it would be. You have one leg, and the Ultraman embodies you, and you don't even grow a leg back. It's just just one leg.
Or you do, but it's only when you transform.
Thank you. That's fucked up. It's like, so when I'm Ultraman, I had 2 legs, but I can't get a leg, Ultraman. Like, that's how this works.
Well, to be fair, originally, Captain Marvel Jr. He had, was it polio? Because he had to walk with crutches.
The crutch. Yeah.
Yeah,
and then he transforms into
Captain Marvel Jr. And yeah. So that's precedent.
You know what? You're right because even with the Shazam movie, the one kid that's part of that group of kids, he got the crutches, and yeah, that makes sense. It tracks. You're right.
I mean, it's fine.
You are right. You
It's
are
fine.
right.
It's fine.
Um, but yeah, Ultraman Jack is born, and it much like all the Ultraman films, it follows that whole formula, the weak idea of the giant hero and the defense team versus the kaiju and such. Which all right, cool, it works. They fundamentally do it.
But what they did, I think, really well that separates this from Ultra Q, Ultraman, and Ultra 7
Mhm,
is that, and again, I think I said this on our last episode where I talked about why Go worked so much as a character.
mhm.
Because unlike the original Ultraman, Ultra 7, where we don't get to see any of their personal lives, like we get to see Go outside of the monster attack team.
Oh yeah,
And
his girlfriend Aki, they have a relationship, and that gets used as like the foil at times in certain episodes.
like, the standard superhero thing, the conflict between my duty and the conflict in between my responsibility. And so, like I said again in the last episode, a lot of the strength of the show comes by the humanity that Jiro Dan brings to Hideki Go. Where Shin was, like we say, he was a Boy Scout good
Mhm.
dude,
Yeah,
and where Dan was just like I say, he was Ultra 7 in the skin suit.
yeah,
Um, we get to see a lot of like the foibles, like he had a lot of like his foibles, his character flaws all came to the front as we're exploring his personal life as he's navigating, having to come to terms with being an Ultraman, being in Matt, and like how that kind of sidelined his dream because he wanted to be that race car driver, like you said.
yeah.
And
Hey, he still try to keep that dream alive.
I mean, he was hustling this shit. Him and homegirl's brother, and
Hey,
they were trying it, and that's where a lot of the conflict of the show. It's like a classic Spider-Man thing. So like a lot of people say that Ultraman is a superhero started
mhm.
with like Ultraman Ace, but I disagree. I say Ultraman or Ultra series of superheroes began right here because a lot of the classic superhero trope shit, like the I'm late for doing this because I gotta
Yeah,
go save a body life, or I gotta keep my identity secret from the people in my life, my loved ones in my life, or like
the
and also like
duality of him being part of Matt and, like you said, being the race car driver. It is very much like an interesting dynamic because it's
mhm.
not like because normally it's like you're part of this team now and that's the job, and it's like, oh no. I guess I'm part of Matt, but I'm a race car driver at heart, man.
Yeah, because
So
on weekends he went back home. He
thank
had
you.
like him and his fucking pop collar fits that he was rocking.
Captain Cato wasn't digging it too much, but I'm like, you're just gonna have to deal, dog,
What you
because you
gonna do,
need them.
Captain? You recruited me, baby. I'm all star, baby. What you gonna do about it?
Free agent, buddy.
Do what it wants.
But nah, it definitely is. It was definitely a different thing for me watching it because I was just like, huh, this actually is a pretty interesting dynamic. Like you said, it's the duality of it and stuff. Like you said, with Peter Parker and Spider Man, Peter Parker's a photographer by day, and then boom, he's Spider Man.
I was just about to say the classic Spider-Man, the classic Superman Clark Kent thing.
Yeah, you know, which it's great and stuff. I always thought it is amazing, like the idea of Ultraman being a secret for whatever team that Ultraman is on. I just like how they still keep continuing that, and it still works.
Yeah, like that was really like the reveal from Decker
Mhm.
when the dude figured it. I'm sorry, have you caught up on Decker?
No, I haven't caught up on Decker, but I mean,
Oh,
I
let
don't
me
mind
let me
spoilers or anything.
let me stop then. Let me stop. We'll talk about that later then.
All right, all right.
But yeah, you're right. Like how they use it and how they utilize it in different shows. Have you seen Mebius?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So like how Mebius, how they do the reveal in Mebius when when
Mhm.
they find out that he's Ultraman
They're
and
like,
like the
oh
fallout
my
from that.
god.
Right. Or we find out that the captain dude is Zoffy.
Yeah,
Fucking dope. Fucking dope.
yeah. Because it's like when the reveal in Morbius, it didn't feel they never. It's not like the people felt like they were betrayed. It's just like, huh, you were Ultraman the whole time. Hmm. How did we not catch that? But then
Or like fucking Dr. Gordon and X, where he figured it out for himself, but like he didn't say anything.
that's always,
But
you know what? I actually like that idea of a person that knows but don't say anything because even that's always fun to see in superhero movies and stuff or comics and stuff where it's like for instance, like the whole idea with Miles Morales and his parents, right? Like where you kind of think in the back of your head they know he's Spider-Man, but they're just not going to say anything. And that's always, and I think that's always the great ones is the people that know but they don't say anything because it's like, well, I know that person, I know their heart, we're good.
Or like that fucking it was supposed to Spider-Man 400 where Aunt May reveals that she always knew. She's like, Peter, I'm not stupid.
I'm old, but I'm not dumb. Like, come on.
Like I always knew that was you.
Aunt May, how? It's like, come on, dog. Like, old people have ways of knowing.
Come on, man. I was married to your uncle. You know I know. You know I know what it is.
Oh man. You know what? Maybe it's me. I know it's you. You probably in the same boat as me. When I just watching Ultraman, right? I don't know, man. It's just like because I felt the same way with Shin Kamen Rider. It's something of an amazement just to see like ridiculous practical stuff, and it's just fun to watch. Like it will never get old to me seeing Ultraman fight a monster, and even though it's a guy in a suit, it's just fun to watch.
Exactly, just that sense of awe, that sense of wonder, the technicality in display. Like the model work in this show is like really, really good, and like they hyped it up because I think this is one of the factors that the show, because like unlike Ultra 7 before, which is kind of like the X-Files, so it did a lot of social commentary and a lot more cerebral shit.
Yeah.
Which is great. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Ultra 7.
You need diversity. You need that diversity in all this stuff.
But yeah, Return of Ultraman was more like, yo, this is an action adventure show, so let's just lean into that spectacle. And like that was that episode when they did that flood stunt. Like they hyped that shit up. That was like the selling point of the episode. Was like witness the special effects, the wonder. I was like, okay,
practical effects, baby, let's go.
I'm like, okay, now hype it up, do that damn thing. Or like some of the fights, like was it the what was that monster he fought in the rain? It was dark, and it had like this really dope ass panning shot where they were going around the building, like we were seeing it from the building's perspective as the camera was moving.
To think was it like the early episodes, or was it like in the 20s?
I think it was like in the mids. Was it the Black King fight?
It might be the Black King fight.
When he fought him in the rain, like
yeah, the Black King fight was in the rain.
Yeah, like this really dope ass panning effect. Like we was tracking the building, but had like them in the back, like not them in the background, but the buildings in the foreground. What a cool fucking shot! Like I was like, oh damn, that's dope camera work right there.
I mean, look, the ones that got me was obviously the team up episodes with
I mean,
come on, like
I mean, I'm gonna pop for that. Like I'm a mark. Like come on.
I think any team up in any Toku show, you're gonna pop. Like yeah, let's go, let's do this.
And this was the first one too. So can you imagine being a kid
Ultra
seeing
7
that shit?
and Ultraman? We're getting a team up, and because wasn't it originally supposed to be a situation where, yeah, you did mention it, like Ultraman was supposed to be the mentor for Go, essentially.
Yeah, it wasn't gonna be Go. I think he had like a different name. I gotta check my notes again, but yeah, it's gonna be there was gonna be Shin as just a mentor who's gonna pass the beta capsule on to the new character. Which, funny enough, they kind of revisit this a little later in Ultraman Leo, where Ultra 7 is the mentor to Leo. Funny how Super Rise, like I never heard the idea that we can't recycle.
I think it's interesting too, like Subaraya, his son was the one after Subaraya died, his son was the one that kind of pushed the thing of Return of Ultraman.
Right. And one of the reasons why the show kept that title is that I think, reportedly it was the title given to the show by Eiji Tsubara before he passed away. And so they just kept that title, out of respect to him, even though it's not the original Ultraman anymore. So that title really doesn't make that much sense, but we're just going to go with it anyway. It's fine.
Yeah. So the revised Black King, love the monster design for that.
Yo, so can we just talk about the episode for a second? So so the alien Knuckle, they want to conquer the Earth. And so they're studying Ultraman Jack. And they're trying to devise a way to throw him off his game. So what they decide to do is they decide to target Aki and her brother, and they run the brother over in their car, and they snatch Aki up and
Mhm.
drag her in the
Yeah,
car and leave them both for dead. Oh, and they die.
as you do, as you do.
As you do after you get hit by a car and drug along the road. That's what generally tends
Yeah,
to happen. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Um, so when I was watching it, like first time I was watching, like I didn't know that was coming up because I'm just first time watching the show, I'm just enjoying it, just enjoying it, and that shit happens. And at this point, like I had watched a lot of Ultraman, right? So
Yeah.
I'm used to things like I'm used to characters getting murked. Like that's kind of the thing.
Hey, sometimes when evil people do shit like that, that results in taking that shit personal. It's like, oh, they mean business. Like, okay,
Like yeah, like and so it just caught me off guard because, like, 'cause, usually in shows they're like, "Oh, they're okay," or like, "Oh, they've just been injured." Like, no, them niggas, they dead.
they
They're
did, they
they're
did. There's
they're
no magic to revive them. They're done.
they are. That's vehicular manslaughter. They are gone. That's it. That's it. The show just decided. You know what? Go. You don't get a supporting cast anymore.
Nah, we're not doing this. We're done. We
No,
are
no,
done.
no more personal life for you.
Hey,
Oh,
look, man. You know what? I will say this: like the rainbow monster that can camouflage was it Operation Monster Rainbow. I did like that monster, the concept of it, of them camouflaging itself. Because basically the monster camouflages itself, and Matt they literally call it Operation Monster Rainbow, to where they paint the monster with color in order to get it out of camouflage. And I was like, oh, that's a nifty little idea that you guys found out. I'm like, all right, cool. That's always great. Uh the two giant monsters, I think that was like episode 15, either 15 or 16.
was that the one with Twin Tail?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anytime Ultraman is fighting two monsters, I'm like, all right, I want to see how he gets out of this pickle.
Well,
Got two monsters here.
to be fair, Jack pulled up on two a lot. Like he stayed getting tag team.
It's like handicap match. Let's go.
But like, let's go. Special guest referee.
Hey, it wouldn't be Ultraman if he isn't like, getting handicap matched to death. It's like, all right. Because I mean, even in the final episode, when he has to win, because basically the final episode is essentially like uh the Ultraman Annihilation Project, essentially. And they're, the Planet Bat Federal Army, that's the name of them. They basically have a plan to essentially try to annihilate Ultraman. And it was kind of interesting because the whole idea of it is that it's this big war, and Jack has to go back to his home world in order to finish it off. And I think that war ends up ending off screen, basically.
We never see it. We
They
don't know
just
what
tell
happened.
us that it's over because they won, but it's like, I kind of want to see that whole war, because it would
I'm
be
like,
nice to see.
could that not have been a movie? Because I would have loved to seen that.
Hey,
I
we like
mean,
money. We like money, Supro. You can do a little movie. It could be 40 minutes. That's all I need.
it
Just
didn't have to be that long. It's okay.
You're doing it. We seen you do movies. We seen Ultraman movies. You can do it. You can fit it in there.
Now, what's so crazy about that is this also the first time that they're called the Ultraman brothers, because that's what the
Mm-hmm.
Bat calls. He says like I'm gonna kill you, Zoffy, Ultraman, and Ultra Seven, the Ultra brothers. And to do so, he brings back Zeton, the monster that killed the original Ultraman.
Well,
Now,
as they do, because that is Zeton is a very staple monster of the Ultraman franchise.
and I feel like it should be a big deal when Zeton shows up, but it's starting to feel like it's really not that big a deal anymore.
How do you figure?
I don't know. Like it's like the diminishing returns, like the Doomsday thing. Like when it used to be oh shit, it's Doomsday. Now it's like oh it's Doomsday. You know what I mean?
That is true. That is true. Because you know what it is. It's like the lust. You know what it is. It's like when you have something that's like powerful the first time and everybody's behind it, right? It's like companies miss the idea of why it was special, and it's like you have to kind of like tease the character coming back. You can't just throw it in, because Zeton is literally, like I said, a staple. He was in Ultraman, Return of Ultraman, Mebius, Ultimate Hero, Max, Mega Monster Battle. Was it Saga? Yeah, Saga, Ginga, X, Orb, yeah, Gi, Taiga, and even Shin Ultraman. He's in it.
Yeah, so like, and I understand that. Like, I guess you can. I don't want to say he's his Joker because that's with Bolton, but like he's a
That's too
signature.
easy of a correlation, but it's not really Joker, to be
No,
honest.
he's not his Joker. No, that's what I said. Bolton is the Ultraman Joker.
Oh yes, he is.
Um, but like it's a signature monster and it's cool, whatever. And I get like you want to get your heavy hitters, your big money maker in. I understand that, but like it should be more like a big deal. And I feel so bad for Zeton in this because the suit was not 100%. Like my boy Alex says, this is the sad bunny Zeton.
I mean, he ain't lied. Hold on, let me see if
I
I can
mean,
find. Let me see if I can find a picture. Let me see if I
I
can find a
mean,
picture of it because
I
he
mean,
ain't
the suit
lied on
seen
that when
better
you see
days,
it.
man. The suit has seen better days.
Look, me and the guys a did an episode on Godzilla versus Space Godzilla, right? And like we were talking about how they redesigned the Godzilla suit in that movie to where Godzilla doesn't have knee pads in the suit now. It's actually a full-fledged like whole knee. And I told him about how like, yeah, that's I feel like in Toku, they really ride those fucking suits till the wheels fall off
Right.
before they decide they gotta replace it. So yeah. I'm not shocked. It's like sad, buddy. I was like, you're kind of right.
I mean,
I'm
that
not
shit.
gonna lie. Well, let me see if I can find it. Is it
Hold
this one?
on.
It can't be this one, is it?
You'll know when you see it.
I'm trying to see if it's from the same. Oh yes, I think it is. Hold up, let me see. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna share the screen. Fuck it. Share it. Call it a day. Because I'm not saving this. Window. Is it this one, sir? I think it's this one.
Full screen that bitch. God damn it.
1966.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. They roll that fucking suit to the wheels fall off, and I'm like, bro.
That
I didn't pay attention
action.
to you just now said Sad Bunny. I was like, now it's starting to make sense why that suit was looking the way it's looking now.
To the
Yeah.
wheels fall off, man. To the tread off the tires. Let's go.
Hey, look again. It's the little appreciations in life with these things. Like it's especially like I said for a grand finale. It's like you could have at least did a little bit better on the suits.
Yo, that's
Astro
right.
Monster,
That's right. Space dinosaur, Ziton. Yeah, boy.
But like you said, it's seen better days, and it's like for a finale, it's like, huh, could did a little bit better, stronger at least. Like, damn, like
Now shout out to the alien bat that caught that cross in the chest and Ziton just moved out the way. Bro, I rewind that scene like 5 times. The shit was funny as fuck.
oh my
I'm like,
god, man.
did he Buffy the Vampire Slayer that man, that motherfucker?
I think you did, man.
I think he did.
Oh my god, man. That it's yeah. You know. But I don't know, it's funny because the alien bat, you know what's funny? The design of the alien bat in the Showa era and the Heisei era is like a huge night and day difference.
Sometimes they
Like,
get glow ups.
hey, the glow up is real because the Heisei era alien bat is like that shit should be in a Super Sentai or something because that shit looks fucking dope as hell. Like, goddamn, like it's like the Rockin' the Rundown versus the Rockin' Fast Five. It's like fucking huge. Did you have a favorite episode out of this series? Like maybe a couple episodes that kind of stood out to you that you enjoyed?
Oh, I have several. So, off top, I have to mention, was it episode 33? the one with the kid living with the alien.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was trying to like dig in the ground to get the spaceship out that was buried on the ground to leave the
Oh, the
planet.
the monster tamer.
Yeah. Real fucked up episode. um,
As they all are. I
real,
mean,
real fucking sad too. And Mebius has a sequel episode to it that's really dope as well.
see, that's
Um,
what dude. This is what's great about Ultraman. Is like they will throw a sequel to an episode from an older Ultraman show, and you don't really pick up on it because just till just now you mentioned that I was like, oh, they did a follow up to that, huh? Interesting.
yeah. As a matter of fact, I had watched Mebius before I watched Return of Ultraman. So when I got to this episode of Return of Ultraman, I was like, haven't I watched this already? I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, that was a oh no.
Oh man. Any other ones?
I really dug episode 50 with the alien. Was it the lolly boot or what's it called? The big face. Well, the one that had like made the dude hallucinate. Oh, I also got to give a shout out to the alien Bolton Jr., which is the episode is funny as fuck to me because that's the one episode, the one time that Ultraman doesn't listen to the kid when the kid said there's an alien over there. Like the one time you don't listen to the kid. Every other show, y'all go in there gun ho, but this the one time you decide
Guns
not to.
blazing.
Okay, right. Okay, cool.
I mean, you know, it was the one that got me was the one where the captain's daughter rolls in there with her deaf friend, and the deaf friend turned out to be an alien.
Right, right. Or
Just all
shout out.
willy nilly, like, here's my friend, Dad. All right, cool. And then boom, he's a monster. I'm like, of course, of
I
course.
mean, of course. Shout out to episode where Ultra 7 just showed up. Where this episode was called Here Comes Ultra 7. What does he do? Nothing. He doesn't. He gives him a bracelet and says, "All right, peace out. Handle the light work. I'm gone."
Prime. It's the Batman meme of him, thumbs up.
Right.
That we said that during BVS. It's like Superman and Wonder Woman are fighting Doomsday. And it's like, where was Batman? Off in the corner. Got
Good
this
work.
guy.
Good teamwork, guys.
Good teamwork. Ultra 7 really came in and was like, hey, go. Here's a bracelet. Peace. I'm out.
How about you? My planet needs me. Ultra 7 did not return.
Ultra 7 will return in Ultra 8 Brothers. It's like, how did you know he would return in that movie?
You know, we just
know.
We just know.
We're Sue Pro. We think ahead. 10 years from now. 15 years, maybe.
That's how we roll, baby. I'm also kind of fond of Jiro Rides a Monster because of how ridiculous it is.
Dude, the title of the show, Jiro Rides a Monster, that tells you all you need to know. He rides a goddamn monster.
I mean, it says what it is on the tin.
It's like Arizona tea. It says 99 cents on the can. Get what you pay for.
I mean, to be fair though, who's ever in charge of keeping that shit 99 cents, they should be running the economy.
I don't know. Capitalism has a way of tainting people.
I don't know, man. They've been holding that line for how long now?
since we were in high school, possibly.
I don't know. I think they might be unmovable.
I know them and Rock Creek Soda, because Rock Creek Soda 99 cents too. So I'm like, maybe they're onto something here.
I was gonna say, whoever charged Arizona tea and Jungle Juice, y'all better share what's going on. What are y'all doing?
Actually, funny enough, it's simple because I think the older Arizona came out was like, it's 99 cents because he can. We just don't see the point of raising the price. Like, why? Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, come on. Like, what are we doing here?
Make that man Secretary of Finance.
Thank you. Really? He's like, we're making a lot of money here. Like, why do I need more money? I'm good. Like,
exactly. I'm making. He's unlike other corporations. He's going. I'm making enough money. I'm good.
I can buy a boat and still be good. We're straight. We don't need more.
You good? Like, I'm good.
It's like, why am I gonna raise it 20 more cents to $1.10? Like, nah, fuck this. It's 99 cents. We're good.
Everyone's happy. Everyone's hydrated. It's all good. It's all
Phantom Snow Woman, I did like that episode. Because again, I'm always a fan of you put Ultraman in the weather elements. Because like you mentioned, Ultraman, fighting in the rain. Now it's like, hey, Ultraman's fighting in the snow. Cool. I like this.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Because couples, missing in the mountains. Matt has to investigate it because it could be a kaiju related incident.
And you know what? It's always a kaiju related incident.
But I asked myself, what would have happened if it was no kaiju and Matt go up there guns ablazing thinking it's a kaiju? And it's like, well, they really were missing.
Sprinkle some crack, sprinkle some spatium on them.
It was a goddamn kaiju. I knew it.
Look at him, Johnson, dressing up as a hiker.
Goes in the background like, I don't condone this at all.
Yo, and that's another thing I liked about when Go first got to fucking Matt, like his fucking arrogance. He's like, yo, I'm Ultraman. I'm King Dick Lane.
Like, bro, first off, first day on the job. Chill.
Right. Judo flipping everybody in the fucking office.
Busting out guns like, I can shoot a gun. Hey, go chill. You're a race car driver. What are we doing here?
And then the monster attack, and he's like, I'm gonna change. And Jack was like, nah, bro. you on this shit right now.
You learn a lesson here. He pulled a pre-animus, if you will.
Like, I'm taking my ball and I'm going home.
I'm sorry. We said that. I love our Wild Force episode. Just the fact that we really went hard in the paint on how Animus was a dick and how he told the Wild Force Rangers, nah, bro, you don't get Zords. Fuck you. You gotta learn the lesson here, buddy.
I mean, at least Jack had a point though, because Go was on some shit.
Fair. That is fair. Jack, yeah.
Jack was like, hold on, bro. You feeling your oats a little too much for me at this moment.
Animus was like, yeah, I just don't care anymore, guys. You don't care at all.
Yeah, no mechs for you. No mechs for you.
How else are we gonna do our job? Got hands, you got fists, you got a sword. You can do it.
What's wrong? Your legs broken?
Just hear Cole say, as a matter of fact, my leg is broken, Animus. Well, you got another one. You can kick with the other one. It's fine. Meanwhile, Ultraman Jack was like, I mean, I was a dick, but I wasn't that much of a dick. Jeez.
But like, come on, man. Give him a break. What are we doing here?
Oh man. Did you like the Invitation from Hell episode?
Ooh, which one was that? Was that the
professor's daughter investigating with Matt the underground science center that was getting attacked?
That's not the one that had the. Yeah, that's the one I said I liked. The episode.
Oh, so it was because you never mentioned the episode. I was like, is it Invitation from Hell? Yeah,
I'm just trying to remember the name of the monster. Yeah, the King Buckle. Yeah. It was dope.
Shit turned to a fucking damn WWE wrestling match. I was like, bro,
right? Suplex the shit out of them motherfucker. Like, goddamn.
Look, I gotta admit, anytime Ultraman does a suplex from hell, it's like, yo, this is dope as shit. Like, just pulling out like all WWE moves.
All that's missing is Jim Ross going, by God,
he did it.
That kaiju will never walk again.
Oh man, I don't think he is. He broke his leg. Like, damn, So it is what it is. But
I mean, shit happens.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, Return to Ultraman. I like it. Look, I found myself. I think after watching this, I was sitting back and I was like, maybe I should just go back and rewatch Ultra Q and Ultraman and Ultra 7 again, just to round it out. Because Ace is after this one, right? Yeah, I think
that is correct. Yes.
Yeah. Ace is after that one, and I need to sit down and actually watch Ace.
Ace is good. I like Ace a lot.
Okay.
Well, to be fair, I like all these shows a lot. Like
I mean, it's like Sophie's Choice. You can't really just pick one.
But if I had to, it'd probably be the original Ultraman.
Oh yeah, I mean
Damn, now I'm
OG.
thinking, how would I rank them? Hold on, wait a minute.
Okay, so yeah. If we're lining up, take Ace off the table here. We just got Ultra Q, Ultraman, Ultra 7, and Return of Ultraman. Where does that rank?
Ah, damn. Okay. I'm gonna take man off the table because that's not fair.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that's not fair. Like, I know I'm gonna get some slack for this
Okay.
because a lot of people really love Ultra 7.
Okay.
But I love Ultra 7. I like Ultra 7 a lot. But Return of Ultraman just really, it was doing a lot of shit that I like.
Mhm.
So I would go Return, 7, then Q.
See, mine is Return Q and 7.
Really?
I liked Ultra Q a lot. Like that was really something that I didn't expect, but it was just like I just loved Ultra Q like a lot more than I thought
Really?
I would. I was like, yo, I really
Really?
love this shit. Yeah.
I actually thought you would have put 7 first. That's interesting. That is very interesting. I don't know you at all, sir.
I surprised a lot of people, Prime. I surprised a lot of people. I had D and Eris being shocked when I told them that I put Build Fighter and Build Fighter Tri as like my top Gundam series, and it was like, really? And I was like, yes.
Well, Build is really fun. um,
Hey, I told people if you really want to get into Gundam and you don't want to feel overwhelmed, you can always watch Gundam Build Fighter and just enjoy the ride.
and I was joking with some folks the other day because like I had been watching all the Build shows
Mhm.
for like years. And so coming off of them and jumping into Witcher Mercury was kind of like a whiplash.
Dude,
Cause
it's
like
a
Witcher,
hell of whiplash.
cause like Witcher Mercury, that shit is hard Gundam. So when I was going back to actual Gundam, I was like, oh shit, hold on, wait a minute.
Got
I gotta get
gaslighting, death.
genocide, war crimes. I'm like, whoa.
I mean,
It's good to be home, but hold on, wait a minute.
hold on here. I gotta take
gotta,
a shot. I
gotta,
gotta take a couple shots of bourbon here real quick before I watch
gotta,
this.
you gotta ease me into it first, man. You gotta talk me up. You gotta hold on now. Don't just whip it all out when I walk in the door. Wait a minute now.
You know what's funny? I feel I don't get that whiplash with Ultraman.
No, because I think it's a lot of it's really consistent. Um, Ultraman knows what it is, and it leans into its strengths really well.
Yeah. Because I've really had to take assessment of all the Ultraman shows that I watch, even like Orb and a little bit of Mobius and stuff like that I've watched, and it's like you don't get that tonal whiplash. It doesn't feel like whoa, hey, what the fuck? It's like no, it all just it's the if it ain't broke, don't fix it model. I'm guessing is probably the motif of Supro and them when they do these shows. At least
Yeah,
that's
because
my
like
presumption.
I mean, like I say, they know what it is, they know the message, and they don't really stray far from it. Even when they do air quote greedy remakes and reimaginings,
I
they
mean, it
know what
wouldn't be a
Ultraman.
Toku show without greedy remakes.
Right. But even then, those even still kind of lean into the essence of what makes an Ultra show an Ultra show.
Yeah. I mean, look, folks. I will keep this. This is $8.99 at Best Buy now. You have no excuse not to get this. The same.
But
Just saying.
it's gonna forever be on Netflix though, right?
Like, nope.
Stupid ass.
I'm just saying it feels good to have a big 4K TV and I pop in my Return of Ultraman Blu-ray and it just looks great to watch.
Looks
Like
amazing.
I really feel if I show a younger kid just an episode of Ultraman, I have a 50-50 chance they'll probably take to it a little bit.
I'll raise that to like a 70% chance because Ultraman speaks to the children.
True. It's like Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang's for the children.
Right. One of my boys was telling me about he did a presentation at the school and he was showing like inspirations to some of the work that he does.
Mhm.
And he had a picture of a Ultra 7. He said one of the kids in the back yelled out, Ultra 7. This is like elementary school kids. He's like, that's Ultra 7. And he's like, yeah, how the fuck you know who Ultra 7 is?
Yo, did he tear up? Because I would have teared up like son of a bitch. The youth,
Like the kids
the
are gonna be
kids.
okay.
We're gonna be okay, Prime. Somebody knows Ultra 7. We're good. We're good.
And he told me that, and I wasn't that surprised because I'm like, do you know where we came from? We were that kid. Like what? Like we what? We all started somewhere. That kid is us, and us is that kid.
Put it this way, Prime. I feel I might tear up if some kid sits there and says Kamen Rider Black. I'll be like, son of a bitch. He knows. He knows, Prime. He knows.
I know, right? My niece and nephew, they kind of got into Kamen Rider and some Sentai stuff. Come over to my house and look at all my shit.
I mean, look, when we did a review for Shin Kamen Rider, I saw some people bringing some younger kids to see Shin Ultraman. They took to it, and I was very, very shocked. I was like, oh shit.
I'm gonna be for real with you though, man. There were a lot more kids in my Shin Kamen Rider viewing than there were at my
really
than there were at my Power Rangers 2017 viewing. And I'll leave that at that.
As bloody as shit as shit. Wow.
I will leave that. Well, a lot of kids with their family. Like I'm saying, there were a lot more kids in Shin Kamen Rider than there were at Power Rangers 2017. At least when I went to go see it.
Hey, look, Prime.
It is what it is.
Look, Prime. We said it before. Toku brings the family together, right?
It's for the children, as always. And look, I don't know why that makes a lot of white nerds mad on the internet when I say that, because they get really mad when I say that.
Yo, I appreciate you saying white nerds. You didn't say nerds, you said white nerds. I'm like, yeah, you have to specify that. You have to specify that.
Specifically them. They get really butt mad when I say Toku's for the children.
Balls just itch all of a sudden, like, I'm like, no, it's for the kids. What the hell are you talking about?
Like, why? Like, who else is this for? Like, who else is this for? Like,
yes, I'm buying the toys, but guess what? Look, Ultraman was in prominence at San Diego last year.
You love to hear
it. All that stuff, right? And it was great seeing the kids take to the Ultraman statues and like that was there.
And that just because that's what it is for. It is for their imagination. It's for their enjoyment. And I love to hear that because that just means whatever Eiji Subara did, that means he was fucking right. That means he was correct.
I mean, because even if some of those kids don't know what it is, the fact that they took to like, yo, who's this giant guy here in the statue?
Because he looks cool as shit. That's why.
Thank you. Yes, it's a guy in a suit, but it's like, fuck, like it just embodies like the imagination of a kid, which that's the point. Like that's what got me. Like I watched, like it embodies like, yo, I want to be Ultraman. I want to suplex the hell out of somebody. Let's go. Like,
I want to wear a suit and drive a giant robot. Like that's what it is for. The imagination of.
I want to do this. You know, like
I want to.
Come on.
Oh, like come on. That's what it's here for. Fun. It's here for. Anyway, like I can go off on a tangent, but I won't. So like,
yeah. All I'm saying is, folks, $8.99 Best Buy. Go see it. Go get it now.
Highly recommend.
Highly recommend. Because the funny thing is, the reason why I also like these sets, they have liner notes in them that break down some of the stuff of that show. I don't know. I didn't open the Ultraman Orb DVD set.
It has one.
It has one. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
but I like that they add those things in this.
Actually, hold on. Let me think. I think they all have them. I'm trying to think of one that doesn't have it. I'm thinking.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I think maybe Neo Ultra Q might not have one, but I have to double check.
Did that get released?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's probably what I don't have. I need to get that. Yeah.
I mean, I can go around the corner and take a picture of my shelf if y'all want me to.
Look, Prime, we believe you. We believe you.
I told you niggas I was buying every single one, and I'm gonna pre-order that Red King set as soon as we get the recording.
Look, my girl saw my Super Sentai collection set. She's like, "Oh, you really a fan?" I was like, yeah. Just saying. Right? It's Power Rangers, it's Super Sentai. You damn right. It's enjoyable.
The woman calls me the fucking fanboy for a reason.
Like you're already in too deep. You ain't leaving. You know what I'm here for. Come on now.
You know what it is. And she like, of course I do. And she turns around the corner, her fucking Monster High display wall.
You have no room to talk. We're both equals.
Like, how dare you, madam? You and your damn Choco Cat and Chopper Shrine. Don't you judge me. Don't you judge me, woman.
Clutching your Ultraman, Return of Ultraman, like.
How dare you? The hypocrisy, madam.
Oh man, but no, I like look. Return of Ultraman was fun to watch to go through. It is definitely worth watching, folks. So definitely,
Right.
um,
And some of the when Return of Ultraman is at its best, it is fucking pinnacle spectacular shit.
done.
Chef's kiss.
Perfection. So so with that, what should we do next, Prime? I'm kind of curious on what you're feeling.
I don't know. We've been threatening to do Garo for a while. But if we do Garo, I have to get one of my boys on for that.
Who?
My dude Alex.
I'll have no problem. We can make that happen. We just have to plot. We can plot that out, but
we make that work.
Yeah, we gotta make that work if we do Garo.
Maybe we can do a poll again because I honestly don't know. I mean,
yeah, we haven't done the poll in a while. We really need to check the pulse of the people to see what they're feeling. So we can say Garo is a choice.
Give me a reason to watch Gal Ranger again.
True, because I got the DVD. We can definitely do that. Oh, we never did O Ranger.
We didn't do O Ranger.
So we got Garo.
Have we done Ultraman Z yet?
No, we haven't. So okay, so the choices would be Garo, Gal Ranger, O Ranger, Ultraman Z.
And have we done V3?
No, we have not.
So let's toss in the Kamen Rider choice in there. Let's toss in Kamen Rider V3.
So V3. So that's 5 choices. It's 5 choices right there.
For the people.
For the people. So I'll definitely put that poll up and see what the people are feeling after 7 days, and then we can make our move from there and stuff. But in between that time.
I'm sorry. Well, to be fair, like once they vote, let's just do the one that they voted. The one obviously with the highest vote will do that. Then that'll just be our lineup for the next couple episodes. Then
that is true.
In descending order.
See, Prime. This is why you're part of this whole thing, because you've been thinking ahead, and I don't even be thinking about that. So yeah,
it all works out. It all works out. We're all good.
But in between episodes, me and Prime are going to do a review of Shin Kamen Rider because Oh, I was like,
I'm gonna say, CJ, please.
Sorry,
don't leave me hanging.
Don't leave me hanging. Sorry. It just threw me. I was like, oh shit, my bad.
Like, oh man, don't leave me hanging, bro. Like, please don't leave me out in the branch.
Sorry. Yeah, Shin Kamen Rider. Gonna be doing the review of that. I would say it like this. I was genuinely shocked that there was a lot of people that showed up to my screening for it, which it bodes well. Like it's a time to be alive, to be in the theater, and we're seeing promotions of Toku stuff being pushed.
Go back,
it's great.
If you go back and tell me in 2005, Prime, you'll be watching the Kamen Rider movie in the theater, I'll tell you to go fuck yourself. First of all, I ask you, who the fuck are you? And get the fuck away from me.
It's like, why are you dressed like that?
And second, like, why the fuck are you wearing that? Secondly, the fuck out of my face with that bullshit. You're lying.
And they're also going to do promotions of other Toku shows like Deca Ranger.
And
DVD.
And you'll have Kamen Rider DVDs. I'm like, now I know you're on drugs.
As I go back to my mega download of the whole downloading the whole series.
As I go back to my external pshaw, sir. Pshaw.
I ain't gonna lie, I still have my external hard drive of some of those shows that I rode the Pirate Wave and downloaded. So I have no shame on that. Because guess what? I support, so it balances out.
That's what I'm saying. I just want to say, like, I don't ever feel bad about obtaining the shows by various methods, because when it's made available to me in a legal channel, I buy it and I have the pictures. I can go around the corner right now and take a picture of this fucking wall
I think a good
Kiss
chunk of
my
us could
ass.
do. I think a good chunk of us could do that. We just look at Toei like, "Go fuck yourself." We
But like,
support, dude.
again, what I said to start the episode, you make a thing. We have money. You want our money. We want that thing. We can come to an exchange here, bro.
Apparently, Johnny Toei doesn't understand capitalism. Apparently, he don't understand it.
Apparently, if it's not Nihon Nickel, they don't give a fuck.
Supro, on the other hand, is like, I don't see nationality and money. I just
Right.
collect it. All right.
Super edgy and them like, we just see green, baby.
Could be pesos, could be American dollars, could be pounds, rubies. Don't matter. We'll take it.
Be money. What was it? Rupees? Fucking Mario coins? I don't give a fuck.
Bison dollars. Don't matter. We'll take
Doesn't
it.
matter. Give it to me now. Not fuck you. Pay me. Here you go. Pay me. I'll fuck you. How's that sound?
I'm sorry. Like, it's just, I think it was you and somebody that's like, yo, Supro really treats us like as the loving father of like, hey, you want Ultraman? Here you go, son. Take it.
Here you go on YouTube, fully subtitled. Here's an English dub. We got
You
some
want
deals with
more?
Netflix. Here's a DVD collection for you. What did you want? We got exclusive streaming on our website. What do you want me? What do you want, baby?
And again, it's to the point to where even the shit that's not on DVD, you really ain't mad at it. It's like, oh, they'll get to it eventually.
Right. That's why I'm like, I'm not sweating because I really want Ultraman Z, but I'm not sweating because I know it's coming.
It's coming eventually. Like, they'll get to it. You know, it's fine. It's Johnny Toei, fuck off. We'll get to it eventually.
Johnny Toei, suck, kiss off, go kick rocks.
Suck my dick from the back. All right.
What? Go suck a lemon, huh?
Buy Deco Ranger. Fuck off.
Like, I can tell you, like, the viewing experience between watching Shin Ultraman versus watching Shin Kamen Rider kind of tells me everything I need to know about how Toei feels about us internationally.
Look. I should have said that in the news. Shin Kamen Rider is getting a second fucking screening next month. This month, actually.
Shocked.
June 8th. Second
Surprise. Really? Toei let that happen? That means
I guess in this instance they like American Green, apparently. I guess
I was gonna say that means that must have moved some commas. Hold on now. I'm curious. Hold on.
Hey, Prime. Hey,
box office tracker.
Both of us had Shin Kamen Rider screens that had a lot of people. So apparently the box office must have been pretty decent. Had to.
Hold on. Let me look this shit up. Oh, okay. That's not bad, but okay. I can see Toei being excited about that.
But
so according to what I'm looking up, it's like 16 million.
Oh, Shin Kamen Rider?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 16 million. Yeah, that's
not
probably because I think didn't what did Shin Ultraman make? Shin Ultraman made 34 million. Holy shit. Yeah.
So yeah.
Shin Godzilla, I don't even 78 million. No, yeah, of course it's Godzilla. Why the fuck am I even surprised at 78 million? I'm all like, why? And I'm like, no, it's 78 million. That makes sense. That
tracks.
That tracks so much because the funny thing is the budget for Shin Ultraman was 800 million yen, which nets out to
that's profit.
Billion yen to USD is 5 million. Yeah, it profited. Holy shit. Yeah. So I gotta imagine Shin Kamen Rider probably wasn't in Shin Ultraman territory on the budget. So yeah, they probably profited off Shin Kamen Rider. I can see that. So yeah, I'm curious on what's the American box office on the Phantom thing. That's what I'm curious on.
That's what I want to know.
Because this is just Japan that's like made the money. That's why I'm like, what did they make in America though? So yeah. Hey, look again. Capitalism. It's what's keeping Ultraman going and going. Look. Let me ask you this to end this off. Do you think there is going to be an American collaboration for an American Ultraman with the success of all this? No. You don't think so?
They talked about that. They say that people have approached them And they are very, 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 very protective of how the license gets used.
Good.
And yeah, they should
Good.
be. They should
Good.
be. They
I'm
should
glad.
be. Stay that way.
I'm glad they're not willy nilly with it. Like, yeah, sure, we'll give it to America to do a movie, and it's like, you
No,
sure, you
no,
sure.
no. Please don't. Please. Oh my god, I do not want to see these motherfuckers in Hollywood now with Ultraman. It'll
I will.
probably be like that.
I will only trust the Wachowskis only because of Speed Racer. That's probably the only. Maybe James Cameron. Maybe.
See, I don't trust them.
I
I
like
don't.
Battle of Lita, so it's like I
I mean,
like
I love that movie too, but like,
because James Cameron has a vision, so it's like visually he would probably knock the fucking Ultraman out the fucking park if we're gonna
now I
be real.
probably trust Guillermo del Toro
Oh,
before I trust.
look, Del Toro did Pacific Rim, so you know he'd be jerking himself off like Ultraman. Hell yeah, let's
And
go!
he's
Like,
and he's an Ultraman fan. Have
yeah,
you have you seen that clip? He was somewhere. Well, I think was he visiting Super High Production? But anyway, he saw the fucking Bolton suit and like started marking the fuck out.
he's a man of culture prime. That's how
I
you know.
mean, you already know.
Not Ultraman. He marked out. It's Bolton. He's a man of culture. All right, protect Del Toro at all
At
costs.
all costs. Get him on a project with Kojima while we're at it.
Dude, even James Gunn marks out at Ultraman. He knows some shit. So I'm like, yeah. I'm not saying I would trust James Gunn with it.
I would not trust. I would
I'm not
hell
saying James
no.
Gunn is horrible or anything. It's just
I don't think he's the right fit for the material.
yeah. He loves it. Don't get it twisted. It's just nah. It's just no. You
Nah.
just no. But I believe. Look, I definitely agree with you on like Del Toro for sure. For sure.
I think he would
So,
knock it out the park. But anyway, I don't.
but the fact that Supro is protective of it, that I didn't know that. So thanks for that tidbit. I really didn't know that they were
Yeah,
that
I gotta
protective of it.
find the. Remind me, I gotta find the interview where they talked about that. They said like a lot of people are approaching him because Ultraman is a well-known international. I don't know. I don't know why all these new Toku fans think Ultraman is some niche unknown. Like, you do realize this show is one of the most influential pieces of pop culture ever created. Like you,
Prime, it was out when our parents were in high school.
right? And it's like you do know the whole world isn't just North America and the UK, right? Like Ultraman is big with a lot of Asian territories, and those are billions of people.
Me and D had to explain to someone about Knights of the Zodiac and how like Knights of the Zodiac and Dragon Ball, especially, is huge down in Mexico,
In Latin
in
America, yeah,
Brazil, Latin America. They eat that shit.
they love them some Saint Seiya down there.
Like, because somebody was talking about like the box office of Saint Seiya in America, which was abysmal as expected. But I was telling them, I was like, but look at the international box office. The numbers probably in Latin America are probably huge for this movie. Even quality aside, I'm pretty sure they were marking out over it. Just like how when you look at the box office for Dragon Ball Evolution, the international box office was pretty fucking high. Because Latin America ate up Dragon Ball Evolution despite it being
It
bad.
being Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah. It's just Latin America ate it up because it's Dragon Ball. So they're going to soak it all up, regardless of the quality, So that's Ultraman. Like you said, it's just I think a lot of people just think that because it's niche, everybody doesn't know about it. I'm like, I could probably ask my dad's dead, obviously, but like my dad knew about like Gigantor and Ultraman. He just never watched it, but he was familiar with it.
Right.
Like older people know about that stuff. It's just some people intaked it and other people just didn't.
Right. I mean,
It just is what it is.
I don't know. I don't know if they think they want to keep. I don't know. They think they have some super special secret sauce. I don't know. People are weird as fuck, bro. I don't know. It's weird.
Hey, look, I'm pretty sure Toei is protective of Kamen Rider getting an Americanized version of it. I'm not even talking like an adaptation. I'm talking like a full block because I can't see America saying, "Hey, I want to see an American Kamen Rider." I'm like, that's not going to bode well at all because they're going to completely miss the
right. And I can just now I know that Toei probably want that MCU money. They want that.
You're right, but
I just don't.
I think Toei and them have to kind of keep the expectations like Capcom with some of their like it's like with Capcom and video games and how they grossly they overestimated popularity of the games, and they thought that their games were like they thought the games that the properties that they own could get Call of Duty numbers, and it's like, no, Devil May Cry will never touch Call of Duty on the numbers. It's
Right.
not happening.
Hell, Call of Duty is no longer touching Call of Duty on numbers.
Yeah, but it's like you're it's Devil May Cry. It's only going to sell a certain amount, and it's going to sell. You're going to make a profit. It's just you're not going to get Call of Duty numbers and make Call of Duty money. It's just not happening because
Just have
look at
to
your properties.
budget accordingly and know your fan base.
It's the same with Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider will never touch MCU levels of money. Could it? Maybe, but like it's just you have to set your expectations to a certain number and then build off that. You know, it just is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyways, yeah, I'll put the poll up and yeah, be on the lookout for when me and Prime do Shin Kamen Rider and such. So,
Yes, sir. See y'all then.
see y'all then. Peace out.
Auf Wiedersehen, dudes.